Hello, this is Mike White with American Merchandise Liquidators. I wanted to make a quick video today to show you a new feature that we're adding to all of our manifests going forward that I truly believe is going to make things a lot easier for you if in fact you break down truckloads and put them into a retail space. This is going to be particularly helpful if you have a point of sale system that you're using and need to track your actual cost of goods and your gross margins as well. Let me just jump right into this video then and show you how this works. So basically, one of the new features that we're adding on our manifests is a couple of columns at the top. One shows your landed cost of goods and your projected profit. Now, the way that that is going to be helpful to you is if you'll scroll to the bottom of your manifest, right at the bottom, when you scroll down there, you're going to see a section where you can enter your freight amount. And let's just say that your freight is $16.75. Now you can see that your landed cost of goods has increased. It shows now your cost of the load plus the freight. And then there's a extended cost of goods column over here that you can compare that against to make sure it's calculating correctly. Now, obviously, that's not a big deal. Anybody can do that. You're probably doing that already. But if you go back to the top of the manifest, this is where it gets interesting. Now your landed cost of goods is already calculated for you based on your freight amount. You don't want to take your freight and just divide it by the number of items on the load, because basically you're going to have every item on that load sharing an equal amount of freight. So you're going to have a $5 item having the same amount of freight assessed to that as a $50 item. That just doesn't make sense. So the way this works is it's calculating a freight amount against the individual cost relative to its value. And then, of course, you have your extended column. And as I showed you a moment ago, at the bottom of this manifest, that number is calculated so that it matches precisely what your landed cost of goods is after you include your freight. Now, here's the other feature. Now you can also add your markup. Let's say you want to mark something up 100%. When you plug in 100%, it's going to show you now your selling price, your gross profit on that item, and your gross margin. In other words, how much of your selling price represents profit. So in this case, you've got a 50% gross margin, a gross profit of $48.16, which, by the way, is also the landed cost. So you're doubling your money at a 50% gross margin. You're doubling your money when you mark something up 100%. So if you look at this, you've got $96.32 selling price on that now. That's a $349 item. If it's in perfect condition, you might not want to sell it for 100%. You might want to go ahead and mark that up 300%. Well, now I'm at about $192 on a $349 item, 75% gross margin. That means that 75% of my selling price now represents profit. And of course, now as you work your way down through, let's call the next one 100% markup, 200% markup, 150% markup, you can see that your gross margin for each of these is automatically calculated along with your profit. But here's a really neat feature. The parentheses in this space right here shows you that that's a negative number, but that negative number is climbing towards zero. So it's calculating against your landed cost of goods and working its way towards zero as you're making money. So the more you fill out this spreadsheet and plug in your markups, eventually this is going to show a positive number representing the total profit that you're going to be earning on that load. Of course, if you're not satisfied with that, if you want to go a little higher, you can work your way back through the manifest and decide which items you want to mark up. But this is going to make things so much easier for processing into your store. We're going to be doing this on all of our manifested truckloads going forward. It's not going to happen quickly simply because it's a lot of back-end work that goes into making this happen. But we will be doing that. That will be a feature going forward. If you've recently bought a truckload from us and you would like this feature added to your manifest, just contact the sales representative that you bought your load from. Let them know what load number it is. We should still have that manifest on file. If we don't, you can simply email it to us. We'll add that feature to your manifest and send it right back to you. As always, we appreciate your business. We don't take for granted 1 minute the money that you spend with our company, and we want to always be focused on adding value in any way that we can to the products that you buy from us. You'll see our contact information at the end of this video. Feel free to contact us if you have any questions whatsoever. And once again, thank you for doing business with American Merchandise Liquidators Incorporated.